Hey, one more time, thanks for being here, everybody. How about we get into the show, and we'll start with Mark Franco. Mark, it's so good to see you here, my friend. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you very much for having me.
Man, that was fun getting to fish with you today.
Absolutely. We do that here every Saturday at 12 o'clock. It's a big deal. Sometimes we get a little boy or little girl to help feed the fish. Today we had our special guest, Mr. Philip Friedman.
Well, we had some special guests also, like Yuri. He was
Yuri.
Yuri, I'm sorry for pushing you out of the way, but you know, come on, I wanted to feed those things.
He's our Spring Classic champion this year.
Yeah, way to go, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So it was great. So a lot of what you do, why don't you tell everybody what you do first of all? You guide, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. I've been guiding for the last 25 years. Most of it was like small county parks, but when Diamond Valley opened in 2003, October 3rd, 2003, my life changed. I went from 100 days a year to 200 plus days a year.
Wow, that's a lot.
And I don't do that many anymore. I'm 59 years old now, and I just can't get up like I used to. But I still get out there about 150 days a year.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you don't do something like that 150 days a year unless you truly love it.
Absolutely. You got to love it. And we do everything out there. I fish for stripers, bass, bluegill, trout in the wintertime. You know, I'm very fortunate to grow up fishing freshwater, saltwater my whole life. And it just all carried over. And I really got lucky at the age of 33. It's when it all turned around.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah. The focus of your endeavor is families, kids. You like doing that, right?
Oh, I love teaching. I love coaching. You know, having a park and recreation degree, it just kind of carried right over for me. I just love to coach, and I love to teach. And any of these kids that you see right here, even Ethan, I took Ethan, Yuri, Leah, all of them out here. They all did great. You know, they couldn't catch water before they found me, and then they started catching bluegill and bass. And now Ethan's catching 30, 40-pound tuna. Yuri's catching 3, 4, 5-pound bass now. Yuri's catching bluegill like it's going out of style. So, yeah, it's all about the family for me.
Absolutely. And Mark, you know what? Nowadays, we're in some challenging situations in our communities. It's more important than ever to get kids out into the outdoors, whether it's fishing or hunting or backpacking. I mean, there is something called nature deficit disorder, where kids are not getting outdoors.
Yeah.
They're staring at a phone constantly. Sure. It is so important to get them outdoors.
Absolutely. And when they come aboard, no phones, right? No phones. Everybody knows me. No phones. And we stand up and fish all day. We don't sit back. We don't relax. We're there to fish.
What's the best time of the year to fish Diamond Valley Lake?
Well, you know, you can catch fish all year round there. But if you're going to call out one of the greatest months there is, it's got to be April for me. April's it's all the fish are on beds. You're seeing 5, 7, 8, 10-pound largemouth bass. But then again, you've got the summertime like it is right now. There's one thing that I've learned at Diamond Valley Lake in the 19 plus years that I've been there. The hotter, the better. Like for instance, right now, I'm on 30, 40, 50 fish days. But you just got to tolerate the heat. You sweat all day, you glisten all day. It's pretty warm. And I do have shade cover, but it only covers so much.
Is it hard to teach bass fishing? I've been with my kids and they've had a hard time teaching me. I'm kind of an old saltwater guy still,
Yeah.
And they're very good at doing the freshwater. Is that a hard thing to teach or not?
Not really. You just got to, as I would say, just teach them those ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of fishing, and then everything else will take off from there. Show them some guidance, show them how to thread the line through the eye guides, show them how to tie some knots. And I like to teach the kids to drop shot, fly line, sinkles, and if they can pick up those 2 little techniques right away, then maybe we'll take it a little step further.
You mentioned the 1, 2, 3s of fishing.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Just
ABCs. The basics?
Yeah, the fundamentals,
not
the
tying.
ABCs. Yeah, not tying, threading the line through the eye guides, tying a hook, putting a split shot on, maybe teaching them how to do a polymer knot so they can drop shot, or maybe doing some kind of clinch knot so where they can maybe Texas rig or something like that, or fly line those sinkles, which are 3 of the best techniques at Diamond Valley. Is really all you need. You can ask Todd, Pete, any one of these guys who fish out here. Those 3 are the ticket right there.
Sometimes saltwater fishing can get a little pricey, actually. You look at these poor guys. I mean, there's no boats available because it's incredible tuna and dorado fishing. Pretty affordable out there at Diamond Valley Lake. It's a nice alternative, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't complain. We all have various different prices and stuff, but I do the family thing, and right now, since it's 100 plus degrees out there, and our lake got shut down this week due to fire. As you know, we have a fire in Hemet, and they actually using Hemet for a command center. And the helicopters are flying back and forth. It's the closest base to grab water and put out those fires. I was told by Tammy Terrell, who works and runs the lake there, she texted me this morning, the lake will be back going on Wednesday. They expect 85% containment by Monday morning.
Fantastic.
So,
now,
yeah.
stripers are a fish. I mean, they get so big, they're so impressive, they're great to eat.
Yes.
When's the best time of the year to fish for stripers?
You know, you can pretty much do it all year round. You know, it's just going to slow down maybe in the winter times, but right now, hotter the better. I don't know if I can share this with everybody, but one of the best days I've ever had fishing out there was August 10th and 105 degrees. You guys ready for this?
We're ready.
All right.
Secrets.
It's the greatest day of my life fishing, 50 years of age. I've been fishing since I was 4 years old. I caught 9 stripers for 171 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, put me on the front page of quite a few magazines. And
That is fantastic.
Yeah, but I haven't done nothing since. I peaked and then I kind of just went down. You know?
Sounds like my life.
But yeah, the hotter the better. You know, I fished saltwater growing up, you know, barracuda, bonita, yellowtail, albacore when they used to be close.
Well, don't mention that.
Yeah, I know. Well, the good old days, the albacore, 15 miles offshore.
I know, man, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little boy back then, but yeah, I loved it. Yeah, and I basically, when I caught those stripers, I used the same thing that I would use fishing for barracuda or something like that. I had an 8-foot rod, 20-pound test, and I was using giant crocodiles.
Wow, now you're talking
Yeah.
to me because I love fishing barracuda.
Yeah.
So you can employ some of those same techniques.
Absolutely. I have 4 rods in the boat with crocodiles ready to go just in case we run into some boils or the fish finder lets us know there's some good marks down there, and we'll catch a couple. But the only thing is, with stripers, they're NASCAR. They are making circles around that lake all day. So one day you got them right here in the corner, and the next day, where'd they go? They're on the other side of the lake or something like that. So you really got to look for them.
All right, so how do you look for them? What do you look for? Tell everybody.
Oh, you bet. Well, for me, guys, I look for pockets, giant pockets, like down at Diamond Valley Lake. Yeah, we're on the east dam. Everybody follow me there? Everybody familiar with that lake? You take that east dam all the way down, and it really makes a nice little pocket down there, a giant bowl. All those small fish will congregate in there because they feel safe. And then I also will fish the points in the wintertime when the trout are running around going crazy when they stock. Get the big swim baits out there, you know, looking for boils as well. And one of my other favorite techniques is I love fishing deep, 40, 50, 60 feet. Fish finder doesn't lie, it doesn't know how to. So when I see big bait down there at 40, 50, 60 feet, I know the stripers are right behind it.
So being observant, you've made that crystal clear here. You've got to be observant,
Yes.
and you got to be ready to switch it up.
Absolutely.
So while that crocodile might work when fish are up boiling, you want to fish to that sinker rig and get down deep if you're metering them deep.
Right. Usually we'll get some cut bait sometimes like that and just drop them and pin them down to the bottom. But here's the secret how I caught those 9 for 171. Now everybody was chasing them. I mean, it was crazy out there. It looked like Horseshoe Kelp, Huntington Flats out there, man. Just boats everywhere and everybody's chucking iron. And topwater baits like Sammys, some spooks and stuff like that.
Right.
And I just kept telling my clients, stay away from the boils. Let your crocodile sink. There's an old rule of thumb. The babies are on top, mom and dad are in the middle, but grandma and grandpa are down there waiting for all the kids to beat up the bait. And they're just kind of picking all the baits, doing less work. Let the kids do all the work, all the bait flies down. So when you're running that crocodile, don't rip it as soon as it hits the water. Let it sink to the bottom. 15, 20 cranks, free spool, let it drop again. 20 cranks, free spool, let it drop again. And usually on the way up, you'll know. Oh my God, nice 15, 20, 25. My biggest fish that day was 26. My smallest one was 18 pounds.
Mark, what you are describing, and I'm by no means an expert in that kind of fishing. I'm learning a lot from you. But what you're describing is yo-yo iron fishing on Cortez Bank.
Absolutely.
When you're catching big yellows.
The Fawnskin. Oh my God, the Fawnskin Bank over there by Catalina. That's all we used to do.
Right.
Chuck crocodiles over those high spots and rip around it.
And there's no need to wind to the surface. You just wind up and keep it in the zone.
Keep it in the zone.
And in this case, the zone where the big fish are.
Yes, those big ones are always on the bottom.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, I used to go fishing a lot with Captain Frank Lepresti. You guys, we all know him, a legend.
I definitely him.
And he used to always say, look, the small ones are on top, the medium ones are in the middle, and the big ones are deep, guys. Let that lure sink. I mean, sure, if you want to catch a bunch of little 5s and 7s and 8s, and those are fine fish to catch any time of the year, but the bigger ones, we're meeting down there deep. 80 to 120 feet. Like I said, the fish finder doesn't lie. It doesn't know how to.
My dear friend Brian Shaw, who played for the LA Lakers and won
Yes.
3 world championships, he's nuts about crappie fishing.
Okay.
So what's the appeal to that? I mean, for some of us, it's like, oh, it's kind of a small fish. My son Philip says, Dad, you don't get it, man. These things pull good.
Yeah.
They're great to eat. They're
Yes.
a ton of fun. And I got to think, they're kid friendly. They got to be great for
Absolutely.
kids.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any at Diamond Valley Lake.
Oh, I blew that one, Steve.
Gosh, yeah. You know, unfortunately, I think what happened from 2003 to 2010, wide open trout, bluegill, crappie, everything. And then the water got real low. When they replenished it with Colorado River water and Delta water, and all the stripers came in there and really took a beating on all the other
Oh,
fish.
they like munching on those things,
Yeah,
huh?
and so we kind of switched over. I mean, we were a trout guide. I was a trout guide out there for the first 9 years. And then when the stripers came in and ate most of them, we kind of had to switch directions and go striper fishing.
Yeah.
And then we do bass fishing as well. Whatever my clients want to do. I'm very fortunate to be behind the umbrella here at Bass Pro Shop. I have all the gear. Bluegill, bass, stripers, catfish, trout, you name it.
Well, you're not kidding. I mean, Bass Pro Shops, there is no better place
Yeah.
on the face of the earth. And you can go all around our country and find a Bass Pro Shop. And there's just something magical about being here.
Yeah, it's great. I picked up this job 13 years ago, and it was the greatest move I've ever made. You know, greatest move. I mean, I was solo guide service for 10 years, and then all of a sudden the economy kind of got crashed. You guys remember that in 2009? Very sad day for a lot of men, especially guys like me. I mean, my phone just stopped ringing, and they hired me on the spot here in 2008, I want to say. And then within 6 months, I was their official guide, and I've been with them for the last 12 years now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I love
Mark,
it.
how do people, if some of these folks or anybody out there listening want to get in touch with you and
you bet.
jump on a trip with you, how do they do that?
Yeah, well, for starters, guys, I got all my information right over there. You guys can grab a card, but if you guys want to give me a call, 909-708-6515. If you want to reach me, email troutchaser1@msn.com. And if you want to look me on Instagram, Fishing with Franco. And this is a great little story how I got that name. A little girl came aboard the boat, and we were catching fish like crazy. I think we had about 60 bluegill that day with 4 girls and a dad. And the one little girl was using my top of the line Phoenix with my Stella on it and like a $900 setup, you know.
Oh my
and
God.
she's having fun catching bluegill, and she comes up to me on the boat. She goes, Mr. Mark, and I go, yes. She goes, do you love your job? I said, absolutely. She goes, I like fishing with Franco. She goes, no, let me phrase that. I love fishing with Franco. So I went with Fishing with Franco. I
Wow,
figured,
man, she nailed it for you,
yeah,
right?
and ever since then, it kind of works, you know, and like I said, and like you said, I love taking families out. I don't even mind taking the hardcore guys out. You know, I don't mind taking those guys who bring their own gear, and you know, all I do is got to get them close, and
Yeah,
hopefully
exactly.
they make me look even better.
Exactly. Mark, what a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for
Friedman
having me
Adventures.
today.
Thanks, my friend.
You bet.
Oh,
I'm going to come here.
there you go.
Thank you very much.
Everybody, Mark Franco, thank you
Hi,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you. All right. Oh, and we got some
I
stuff.
need another drink. He's got a raffle.
Oh, he's got a raffle. Yeah,
We've got
okay,
a
I'm
couple
sorry.
things to
You want to take
raffle
this
off here.
and do the raffle, or you're good? Okay. Hey, we got a raffle for 2 kids
All
fishing
right.
rods
Are
here.
you guys ready? Are you ready, mijo?
Here we go.
All right. Our first winner is, there we go, 089505. Once again, 089505.
All right, we might have to redraw, right? I think so. Oh, wait.
Hold on. We
There
have
we
it here.
are. Hey,
Who's this guy?
Oh, man.
I don't
Good to see
recognize
you.
him.
Hey, give him a, let's give you a hat.
All right, we're going to get him a hat because these rods are for the kids.
I thought you were going to segregate these.
I thought I could.
That's okay.
Friedman Adventures, once again.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one.
Okay, we have another one right here.
Thank you.
Here we
Good
go.
to see you.
089483. Oh, we're close. There we go. We got a winner right here. Yay!
Yeah,
All
awesome.
right.
Fantastic.
What's your name? One more time, Charles. Charles what? All right, Charles. Well, I tell you
Charles Zimmer, another. Hey, Chuck, way to go, way to go.
what color, Charles? Are you okay. Oh,
I
He got it for his sister?
Did you hear what he said? I'm going to give this to his sister. I don't use push-button rods no more.
Hey, let me tell you something. That doesn't surprise me because Chuck Zimmer, I was just out at his club, the Redondo Rod and Gun Club.
All right.
And he walks up and volunteers to help with our Mexico efforts, and especially with the hurricane going over Cedros and a lot of destruction down there. He walks up, so thanks to Chuck, we're going to be sending tons of clothing, food, funds down to Cedros Island and help those dear brothers and sisters on the other side of the border. We're going to be helping them. So that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Great job. Way to contribute there. Nicely done. All right, we ready again. Here we go. Settle down, Yuri. Settle down.
Calm down, Yuri.
Yeah. Boy, good old Yuri, he's been coming in here for about 8 months. He couldn't catch water if he jumped out of a boat when he first got here. But now he's using a bait caster and he's catching bass.
You know, the first time I heard that was when Tommy Lasorda was talking about Randy Bavacqua.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, we are old. We just dated ourselves. Oh my Lord. Remember that? Little Tommy Lasorda. Any Dodger fans in the house? Yeah. We are looking good this year, huh, guys?
He had a few more expletives in there, though. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 089494.
We got a winner.
Oh, yay! Here you go, sweetheart. What's your name? Emilia.
Emilia's been here before with her father, and I am so stoked.
Awesome, Emilia. Congratulations.
Look back there at the camera. Right there. Yeah, good job.
All right. Congratulations, sweetheart. Do me a favor. Don't catch them all. Save me a couple, okay? Okay. All right. All right. I think that's it. Are we having some cups to give away, too? Okay, we got some cups to give away. A few little things for the kids who did not win today.
You want to give them away or just draw?
Yeah, give them away.
Just give them away. Yeah, because this is the kids section right here. Come on, Yuri. Come on, Leah. Come on, all kids. Line up all behind Leah. Leah being the first girl. Everybody line up behind her because what's the number one rule at Bass Pro Shop?
Hey, who wants a Bass Pro Shop hat? First one to come up to this gentleman. You got it. There you are. Slam dunk. Thank you. That's an awesome gesture also.
All right, little Hazel right here. There we go. Nice.
Come on up, you guys. Philip's got all kinds of toys and gifts.
Come on, kids. Yep, get in line right there.
It's great to see so many kids here and all the fathers and mothers that have made this all possible. That's what makes our country great, for sure.
All right. He's going to go put that Chick-fil-A cup in that one. All right. And another cup. Oh, that cup matches your shirt there, young man. Nicely done.
All right, there we go. Thanks again, Mark.
Once again,
pleasure.
Thank you guys for having me out here
today. I'm glad you don't
today.
make me get up because I don't want a TikTok video of me falling out.
Thanks again, everybody.